everyone. Maybe I see you already, some of you. I'm Yumiko Asakura from Japan. I am born as a descendant of samurai family, which is Asakura clan in Echizen, which is north of Kyoto. And my family is, my ancestors were practicing traditional no dance and tea ceremony, flower arrangement, as well as astronomy from China and alchemy. They also studied Western medicine to create some medication for samurais. So I think I have some gift from them, and I am working as a shaman. I mainly teach shamans, and I teach alchemists and I teach healers. So my purpose and my mission is mainly to teach people to help others. But I also practice alchemy, shamanism, and I also work with dragons. And today I want to talk a bit about dragons, how we work with dragons in Japan, and how I work with dragons, and how I teach about dragons in Japan. To introduce dragons to you, and maybe you might think, actually, I may have a dragon friend. It's possible, because the dragons are becoming much more active this year. It's a year of dragon, if any of you knows about Chinese calendar, or how do you say those things. So this is a year of dragon, and this is a very special year as year of dragon, because year of the dragon, people tend to have better awakening, better spiritual awakening, and people tend to succeed more in self-realization in the year of dragon. But this year is very special because we've been preparing to have lots more awakening this year for people, spiritual awakenings. So spiritual awakening is not something really scary, something slightly scary sometimes, but it is about realizing our true happiness, realizing our purpose. So things become much easier once you get awakened, because everything starts to make sense. All your difficulties in your life, everything that happened in your life start to make sense, and you create a complete puzzle. You complete the puzzle. So it is a wonderful year to integrate your experience and your life into something greater, into more happiness in your life. So dragon can help you to do that as well. So as Year of Dragon comes, I am doing a lot of dragon works and dragon talks internationally, and I do more of the dragon work in Japan, in UK, and online. So I will talk a bit about dragons, especially Japanese dragons. I am born sort of awakened, and I've been shamans. I'm born as a shaman. So even when I was in mother's womb, I started to guide spirits. So I was working with dragon from my babyhood. But you know, the problem with being awakened, born awakened, is you're born into these tiny little things which is so vulnerable. You can't even move by yourself. And I wanted to do a lot of things, but I couldn't even talk. So I was really stressed when I was born as a baby. And I was really disappointed. I was in despair when I was 2, because I only started to be meditating from the age of 3. So age of 2, I was like, it's so disappointing. This life is not so fun. And the dragon came to help me. So I started working with dragons as my playmates. Playing with dragon is really good. Why good? Because they are really exciting creatures. They are, in a way, not creatures you see like dog or cat or something visible. They are sort of spiritual, higher dimensional beings, which is energetic and vibrational. So even though you can't walk, even though you can't do much, even though you can't fly, you can still play with them. And that playing with dragon give you such experience that you can transcend your limitation, but open up to your potential. So praying with dragon really helped me to stay with my restricted babyhood, to enjoy it to some extent. What I enjoy with dragon is I tend to ride on the dragon, and we had a kind of drive around the mountains, through the cities, through the buildings. Nobody can see us, but we just go through everywhere to just see the world where I couldn't see because I couldn't walk, I can't drive. So that was fun. And another thing is because I was so desperate, I wanted to do so much, but I'm born as a baby. Everybody has to grow out to become a proper adult, and it takes a while. So I had to stay with me patiently. And what I did was, the dragon took me for a ride down the river. So down the river means, river signifies life. You know, the river comes to the mountain and it gathers to create rain comes to the mountain and it gathers to create a river. It's like our life. We come down to the planet on this earth and slowly, gradually become bigger as a river, and finally we join this ocean and come back as rain and do it again. So it symbolizes our life. So they took me for a ride from the top of the mountain through the river. So starting with really rocky bit, and I was just touching rocks and plants and everything, joining gradually bigger river with fish and all sort of water coming in to make a bigger river. And the river I used to pray with is called the Nine-Headed Dragon River, which is in my prefecture, which is Fukui Prefecture, which is north of Kyoto. So the river itself had a dragon from very long time ago. And in Japan, dragon is sacred sort of god, because it helps us a lot if we see them in a positive light. So I was helped by dragon to be able to feel okay to live in this life. And I learned already about life by having a ride with the dragon through the river to the ocean. So it really helped me to stay with my life. And you know, I also had a difficult childhood. I was living in the mountain with my grandparents, and they are farmers. So I was left alone on myself in the big house, really big house, 400 years old big house from samurai family. So nobody hears me, everybody's out in the field, and the dragon always helped me. And I also worked with angels and fairies, so they come over to play with me. So it actually helped me to develop spiritually, to just use the gift and use the connection with those beings. So dragon was one of the most playful beings, because angels are like more like saint, and they're not mischievous. Dragon can be really mischievous, and fairies are too mischievous. I don't play with fairies because they always trap me into something trouble. So I don't play with fairies. Actually, I restrict my garden. I don't allow any fairies to come into my garden because they always make some trouble anyway. So I played with dragon mainly. So dragon is a very good friend from childhood. So I didn't really think about teaching dragon to people. But as a shaman, I also work with dragon. Dragon take me to people's previous lives. Like they can go beyond time, and they know where everything is. So if I work with my client and ask where the problem is, and dragon will take me straight down to the problem and I can fix it. Or when my client is, the soul is trapped somewhere, I can just go straight down to the place. That's how I work with dragons. And they have the ball. You know, dragon often have a crystal ball. In the ball, they carry spirit, or they carry wisdom. It is a container for something really sacred. So when I ask for something, they will get it in the ball and give it to me, and I will take it out and do the healing, and they take it back, something like that. I also do that. And I hope this is making sense to some of you. Shamans are the being who heal the spirit. We guide the spirit. We also work with dead people, and we also heal living people. We also help people to find their purpose. And sometimes I work with people who are dying, and sometimes they revive. Sometimes they say, okay, I'm happy to go, and okay, you go. So that sort of work I also do. And I talk to dead people and just find their way to be reborn or incarnate or something. That's all I do. So I work with dragon to help people. So that's part of the way the dragon work positively with me. And as an alchemist, maybe you don't really know about alchemist, but I am practicing alchemist, and I don't create gold out of something, but some of the alchemists does. Some of the alchemists create gold out of water. Just water can become a gold, and water and gold are actually the similar thing for alchemists. So some people do that, but I mainly use alchemy to help people. But I also worked with mathematicians, scientists to create new principles. So I help them to develop something. So alchemy can be used practical, but alchemy basically is to know the truth of the universe. And once you gain the truth of the universe, you only gain it by becoming one with the universe and manifest the universe within yourself. Then you can start to change things. And when you create something by alchemy, it becomes the principle of the universe. And people wouldn't notice what you create actually. But once you create something, it can be created anywhere else. It's a bit strange things to do alchemy. It's very hard to explain. But when I do alchemy, I will need to understand a lot of things. I need to gain knowledge about all sorts of things from different planets, different universe. So the dragon will collect all these knowledge from the universe and give it to me. Like, if I ask question, I want to know more about this, then we'll collect all the knowledge and come back to me with the knowledge. So they work with alchemists like that. And also dragons work with lightworkers. Maybe this is all new to you for some people, but lightworkers are people who help with environment and the planet, and they can work like some dragon help me or help us to make the earthquake to minimum or stop some disaster or something. So dragon can work really positively with people. So because of this ability dragon has, Japanese people see dragon almost like God, because they can help them in a positive way. So in this talk, I want you to just experience some of that dragon positiveness, and maybe when you feel positive about dragons, maybe you can allow the dragon to come into your life to get the help from them. So that's something I want you to experience today. And dragon is a transcendental existence, so they are from above 5 dimensions. So often the dragon energy is hard to feel, but I'm helping the dragon to make it more feelable for you, like so you can feel a bit of the dragon energy today. And once you feel the dragon energy, it becomes easier for you to connect with them. And you might suddenly start to have dragons around you. And actually, I've seen quite a few people who are experiencing the connection with dragons, which is positive, but they are also scared to tell people about it, because in Western world, the dragon is something sometimes regarded as a negative beings. So I hope in this talk for you to experience the positive energy of dragon and maybe think about it in a positive way. And I think maybe I'm talking something really professional like shamans, alchemists, lightworkers, which may not be directly connected to you. So I also want to appreciate your question. so I can make it more understandable for you toward the end. But I want you to first experience the dragon energy. So first I will channel where you need support by dragon, and I will ask the dragon to come and help you in some way. So I want you to think about if the dragon is such a transcendental being, where you want the help in your life, like something people can't do, something big. For example, I only know about my work as a shaman, alchemist, and lightworker, but when I try to cleanse the river, the big river, spiritually or vibrationally, to do it by human power, it takes ages. But using the dragon, it can be cleaned, energetically cleaned really easily. So something it takes ages for human to do, the dragon can do it really shortly. And something I do with dragon is I can send dragon to people to help their situation, like some situation which is really difficult to change, or some situation which seems destiny and you don't think there's any way out, that sort of situation. So if you can think about any situation that has been really difficult in your life, I can ask the dragon to help you with that. So can you think of some difficult situation, or you can just say, please become my friend, that's also possible. But I want you to think about something really difficult, or something you feel really uneasy and need some transcendental help. Can you think of anything like that? Okay, then I will call the dragon to help you through that. And so there are so many different dragons, and I will channel to your questions, to your request, and send the different dragons to each one of you. So maybe somebody is thinking about your family member, maybe somebody is thinking about your workplace or somewhere else. Then the dragon will go there to help you. So I hope you can feel this energy, because I am asking the dragon to just go there, but before they go there, I ask them to touch you before they go there. So I don't know if you can feel it, but I ask them to make it feelable. I help them to become the energy more third and fourth dimension. So let me just channel you first. You think about the problem. If you can't think about the problem, think about what you want to achieve in your life, and I can also get the help to help them, get the dragon help to help it. Okay. I'm channeling whatever you are thinking, which is towards me, asking towards me. So I'm not getting anything else. So if you're not, I don't think I want to do that, then I don't have to do it. So you, as long as you just focus and ask maybe me to help with this, I will send the dragon to your issue. Okay? So I will call upon the dragon to come and help you with this. And when they come, I ask them to touch you so you can feel them a little bit. Okay, so the dragons are coming to touch you now. It doesn't have to be your shoulder, it can be your tummy, it can be your knee, your hand, your head, or your ear. And I ask them to touch you again. Okay, Now I ask them to go to help you, maybe help you here or the place you want them to go. It can be situation, it can be somebody else that you care. Okay. And they gave me this little ball to share with you. This is a kind of, it's invisible, you can't see the ball, but this is energy that you can call the dragon once when you want. Whenever you can remember, I actually got the ball, so I can call them once. So I'm going to share this ball with all of you, so you can call the dragon for something else after this workshop, and you can do it once. So I just share this ball with you. This is just a ball of energy, so if you want to receive, it will come to your heart, and when you feel the needs for help from the dragon, it can work for you once. And whatever you have asked, you don't know immediately if it worked or not. If you asked for healing for yourself now, you might feel it. But if you ask them to sort out some situation, you will only know when you get to see the situation has changed or not. So you might not see it right now, but I hope you have positive experience by the help of the dragon. Now so this is my actually first time in a way to talk about dragon to Western people. And normally I work with shamans, alchemists, and professional people, so I'm not really experienced in explaining it to the people who haven't practiced with dragon before. So I hope this my talk is making sense. But I have another practical experience with dragon, which might be more easier for you to understand. But I can physically ride the dragon sometimes, only occasionally. Like last time I ride dragon was earlier this year, maybe last year, end of last year. I went to some place to do the prayer, to do the Lightwork. And when I do the Lightwork, I want to pray on my own, so I cause a storm. So the area become really stormy, so nobody can come. But I can go because I will ride the dragon to go to the top of the hill. So what happened is, I was with my family, and I didn't think they would come with me, but they said they are coming, but it's really stormy that you can't really walk. So I said, you don't have to come, but they said, we are coming anyway if you're going to go. And I couldn't tell them that I'm going to ride the dragon. So I said, I will go fast, but you don't have to follow me. You decide, if you decide to go back to the car, you can. So they were like, they can't really walk. And I was like, I'm going to the direction where there's no path. So they are kind of wondering, where are you going? And I said, I'm going this way. So So the moment I went to that area, I died on the dragon, and next moment I was on the top of the hill. So my family was really puzzled. Where did she go? And she's now on top of the hill. Okay, this is the way, but there's no path. So I was kind of jumping on the dragon, and I'm not completely flying. It's like jumping 3 steps to the top of the hill. So whenever I jump, I was on the wind, which is like a dragon-like wind. And then next time I jump, I just needed to step on 1 foot and jump another step to just go to the top of the hill. So they were like puzzled. Like they believed there is a path here, but they decided not to go to the path, so they are kind of trying to struggle to go through the path. So something like that is possible, but it just happens occasionally when you need to. I tend to climb up the mountain or something to do the prayer or to the work, and sometimes it's very hard to climb up because often I have to do the storm thing or rainstorm thing or something to just pray on my own, so nobody comes, especially the very popular temple, popular area. So that time I will ride on the dragon to the top of the mountain or top of the hill. So that's one thing, I use dragon with my body. But normally I don't use my body to ride on the dragon. I teach dragon ride in the dragon workshop, which is happening in June. I teach people to ride on the dragon, and when you ride on the dragon, you mainly gather information, you get healed, you understand your potential, or that sort of healing happens, like it happens when I was a baby. So dragon ride is often help you to become more confident with yourself and believe in your potential. So that's something I am doing next month, and it's very hard to explain because most of the people who come to the dragon workshop are the people who have some kind of connection with the dragon, but they want to connect more. So they come to our workshop to be connected. They are mainly healers and light workers and some artists, musicians, that sort of thing, who work with intuitions. So that's something I do. And so another thing I work with dragon is one of my students who work with dragon fell from the hill, and they were caught by the dragon and took it onto some other safe place. Like they actually fly through the air, like they were driven by the wind. So that happened to my student. And if you saw the movie called Spirited Away, there is a dragon in the river. There is a white dragon in the river most of the time. And some of my students were also, it happened to my students that they were drawn in the river, but something lifted them. And the next moment they were safe on the boat or on the land, somewhere in the land. So it happens to people. So there is a dragon, and if you have the connection, if you're open to the connection with the dragon, they will help you in some way in your life. So it is very weird to believe there is a dragon, but the dragon is not scary. They are kind and sometimes fluffy when you ride. And it is really exciting to have a friend as a dragon, because so much powerful things you can do with dragons. And it's something to experience, because it's hard to believe. But once you're connected to dragon and make friends with dragon, things becomes much easier and things feels less difficult, because you can believe that you can transcend most of the things if you want to. So I hope you have some friend as a dragon one day, or I hope you have some connection with dragon one day. And if you encountered those beings like dragons, if you remember my story and decided to make friends with dragon, I hope you remember me. And if you remember me and call me like, Yumiko, please help me, I want to friend with this dragon, I can probably send some healing for you to connect with the dragon. So I want you to remember that calling me Yumiko sometimes helps. And many of the students and many of the people in Japan call my name when they need healing. I'm not called, like I don't hear them, but I can send healing when they call me. So that's something you might try as well. You can call the dragon for help once with a bow, but you can call me anytime if you're willing to. And it's quite interesting because sometimes you feel something happens, but you don't have to worry that you wake me up or anything, because I can do it from the different dimensions. So that's something I do. So I think I will rather have some question, because I'm not sure I'm making sense to you. So is there any question about my talk, about dragon? It doesn't have to be related to this talk, but about dragon or energy or something. Yeah?
Why do the dragons want to help us?
Ah, good question. I didn't mean to help dragons, but when I was called to Japan to teach 2007, the dragon came with Kuan Yin on them. Dragon and Kuan Yin often work together, and they asked me to teach about dragon. So I never thought of teaching about dragon, but then I agreed, okay, what do you want me to teach? And they said, I want you to connect dragon to people. So I started to teach dragon connection from them. And it was really surprising for me to know that there are other people in England and in the other world that they are asked by dragon to teach about dragon as well. And there is a dragon summit happening in July by this person. If you search dragon summit on internet, there are a lot of dragon talk happening in there, and that was a request by the dragon as well. Why? Because they want to help. They get bored. I mean, they are not angels, so they are like not saint, but they want to pray. They need something exciting, because they are such a transcendental being. There's nothing impossible, but when they pray with human, they can feel the limitation. And they get really excited to transcend it. It's it's almost a pray for dragon to work with human, because it's exciting. I hope it makes sense. Thank you. Any more questions? Yeah?
Are there good and bad dragons?
There's no bad dragons, but I saw when I was teaching dragon somewhere else, there was a lady who said, I am working with dragon. And they didn't really look like dragon from me. So there are some dragon-like creatures, but some people think they are dragon, but they are something similar which is negative. But you always listen to your heart. When you feel uncomfortable, when you feel uneasy, it's probably not dragon. What I mean by dragon is really exciting and not loving, but you feel happy and you feel lifted, like you feel there's nothing impossible. You feel capable with them. And if you're with bad ones, I don't think they are dragons, but if there's such thing as bad dragons, you feel you're controlled. You feel you have to follow them. You feel you have to do what they ask you. Nothing good would tell you what to do. Everything good will only guide you or give you options. So if any spirit tell you to do something, don't listen. You always have to make choices by yourself. And if somebody or something tells you what to do, that's not good. Okay? Any question? Yes?
Is there a history
There's a mic. I didn't know there's a mic. Sorry.
Is there a history of dragon work in Japan, and also
there is a history. Yeah.
And second part of the question: how old is that work? Has it been happening for a long time?
Yeah. It's about maybe long time ago. I don't know how old it is. Around the time of the Japanese god. which is I don't know how long ago. There was a people called dragon clan or dragon people. They work with dragons, and they were kind of superhuman who work with dragons, and like they are also like priests or shamans who work with dragon, and they are very, very powerful, and they had a very special ability, and they are people who are scared of them, so they were trapped and they were destroyed. But there is one being from the race to move to Izumo Shrine. If you know Izumo Shrine, it's one of the biggest temple shrine in Japan, and they started another sacred group of people, and it just spread all over Japan. But so some Japanese people has an inheritance from that gift, so they are called Dragon Clan, and they are really gifted, and they can work with dragon, and they have superpower. And some samurai families and emperors, that descendants have superpower as well. Like they have certain ability which is transcendental compared to the other human, which makes them responsible to protect others and things like that. Yeah, and there is a story, myth of dragon. Like there was once, like St. George, barge dragon, and the people had to give a barging every year for the dragon. And there is a Japanese god called Susanaru, was called to kill the dragon, and he killed the dragon, and they no longer wanted the barging for the sacrifice. So there is such story, but I think it's almost like a myth, but similar thing could have happened in the past. So there is a negativity in Japan as well about dragon, but mostly there are a lot of shrines for dragons, because there are there's a god, dragon god in Japan as well. Yeah, thank you. Okay, do you have any more questions? We have 5 more minutes. Yes?
I've done one, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Working. So you said you were born as a shaman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it working?
who decides that? Yeah.
Who decided if I'm a shaman or not?
I don't understand.
Who decide I'm a
Who
shaman?
decide you're a shaman?
Oh, it's easy because you work with spirits. You work with spirit. You heal the spirit. The spirit comes to you to be guided. You will be asked by the spirits to save them. I will be called to the places where the spirits are trapped, and I need to heal them. So, and I attract those beings who needs help. And it's very obvious if you're born as a shaman, you will go through all sorts of initiation in your life, which you can read by a book called Shamanism, which is published by Mircea Eliade. He studied all the shamans around the world, and I went through the similar process of initiation. So when you become born as a shaman, you wouldn't be just you wouldn't become a practicing shaman without training. Many people born as a gift to become a shaman, but if you train it, you wouldn't become one. So I am born with the gift of shaman, but I've been teaching in the past lives, and I'm born with the memory of past lives. So I could immediately start working as a shaman. So it's not fun, but it's fun because you can play with the spirits and dragons and all sorts. But so when I was a child, the spirit will come to me. I try to ignore them, because once I see their face, I have to heal them. So I try to look away, and I'm not seeing any ghost. And so yeah, it was okay, but not really fun sometimes. Yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry I'm late, and I realise everyone else here has probably heard this, but I
Uh-huh.
want to hear just a little bit about the dragon energy, the dragon spirit, and how you use this in your shamanism.
Yeah. So dragon energy.
Yes, yeah, because I'd love to just hear the recap.
Okay.
your
So
branch of Shaman?
so I didn't really take it seriously that I'm friends with dragon. I was only playing with them as a child, so I thought they are just for play. But when I become a shaman and when I work as a alchemist, they were really helpful, because as an alchemist you gather all the information from the universe to create something. Because I need to know in advance about all about the world to create something. So the dragon, I don't have to go by like, you call it remote viewing or something. I don't have to channel myself. Dragon will gather all the information for me to use. So that was really easy, because I don't have to spend days meditating. They just come instantly. So it's like instant, in 1 second. They gather all the information I want. And when I work as a light worker, instead of me healing cleansing the land or the river for like 1 month, they would do it in 1 day. It's really quick, that's what they do. And if you are a shaman or light worker and have done the cleansing of the earth or the vibration, you can see it's clean after they do the work. So it really helps you to do much more by wisdom, but they don't have intention, so they will play with me because I have things to do and they never think about it. So I want to clean this and they will do the cleansing. So it is my motivation and intention they play with. They help with me. They help me because it's fun. They are not saints, they're not angels, but they just pray with me by helping me. Yeah, thank you. So probably one more small question. Yeah, hi. Yes.
Are there a lot of practicing shamans in Japan?
I taught about 50 shamans in Japan. They are all practicing in really high level. They can do exorcism. They can do all sorts of scary cases that you see on movie. You see the really scary movies, right? It's real. It happens in real life. So I train people, I train shamans to deal with those cases. Yeah, and they work all over the world. They are called to different countries as well. And they travel to cleanse certain areas, or they travel to help people as well. Yeah, I'm hoping to start a shamanic course in this country or internationally in English, but I haven't got around to do it yet. I'm hoping to start again somewhere.
One more last question.
One more last question.
Like spirit animals. What would
Spirit
it mean to
animals.
have like a dragon as your spirit?
Spirit animals, yes. I don't really, when I called my spiritual animal, always dragon comes, so there's no chance for the eagle or wolf to come. But they are spiritual animal because they help the shaman to be awakened. When I was awakened, when I was initiated, I attracted all sorts of animals from different countries to give me wisdom. Animals has a close connection with nature and sometimes with human beings, and they give me wisdom to work with nature, work with the spirit, natural spirit, because the shaman's work is not only with human, but with nature and animals. I heal animals as well, and I speak animal language as well. I talk with animals, so maybe not all the shaman talks with animals, but I do. So yeah, animals are kind of helper of the shaman, because we not only work with human, but only work with animals and nature and the land and the water, fish, everything. Thank you for question. Thank you very much. I hope it helps you. Okay. Thank you.